If you walk through a park and cross a crow, it doesn't ignore you. It locks eyes, memorizes your specific facial features, alerts its flock, and can hold a grudge against you for the rest of its life. We historically categorized these birds as mere parking lot scavengers. Now, science places them on an intellectual par with the great apes. This creates a bizarre biological puzzle. A primate's brain is covered in deep folds to maximize surface area and processing power. A corvid's brain is about the size of a walnut and perfectly smooth. Yet these birds construct tools and demonstrate a theory of mind, understanding that other individuals have distinct thoughts and motivations. Managing that level of cognitive complexity within such a compact architecture requires a specific survival strategy. Corvids maintain what researchers call a social ledger, a ruthless biological accounting of every threat, death, and betrayal in their environment. Their seemingly macabre rituals serve a distinct purpose: rapid, high-stakes data collection. At the University of Washington, researchers like Dr. Marslove and Dr. Swift have spent years mapping this network's first pillar: how crows catalog their enemies. To study this safely without becoming permanent targets, the researchers used an unsettling methodology. When capturing crows for observation, they wore grotesque rubber masks to hide their true identities. The birds reacted instantly. When researchers later walked through the campus wearing those same masks, the crows recognized the faces and began scolding them. More importantly, crows that had never been trapped joined the attack. They learned to recognize the dangerous faces simply by observing the reactions of their peers. The flock crowdsources the identities of specific predators. They archive these human faces in the ledger and transmit the data across generations, ensuring the entire community knows exactly who to avoid. This meticulous record-keeping extends to how they process death. Dr. Kaylee Swift specializes in corvid thanatology. When a crow spots a deceased peer, it recruits a massive mob of neighbors to swarm the area and scream for up to 20 minutes. This investigative swarming allows the flock to assess the body as a forensic tool, mapping out localized threats for the ledger. Scientists injected crows with a radioactive glucose tracer, showing them a taxidermied dead crow. The tracer illuminated the brain regions working the hardest. Scans revealed high activity in the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex, proving they were logging complex environmental data. Biological systems remain messy, however. During the breeding season, crows are flooded with intense hormones. When confronted with a dead peer on their territory, these conflicting drives, fear, aggression, and mating urges can short-circuit, leading the birds to occasionally attempt to mate with the dead bodies. Crow funerals represent a raw biological machine trying to balance risk analysis against powerful reproductive drives. This intense processing power is also directed inward. If we scale up to the crow's larger cousin, the raven, easily identified by its heavier build and textured throat hackles, we see how the ledger tracks friends, alliances, and internal economics. Dr. York Masson tested this using a platform baited with cheese. To reach the food, two ravens had to pull both ends of a string simultaneously. If one bird pulled alone, the string slipped out and the food remained out of reach. The ravens did not distribute their labor blindly. They consulted their social history, successfully cooperating almost exclusively with peers they already tolerated. Occasionally, a dominant raven will cheat the system, aggressively displacing its partner after the work is done and stealing both pieces of cheese. This chart illustrates the victim's response. Following a strict tit-for-tat rule, the betrayed bird drastically reduces its participation in future trials with that specific partner. If the payout is unequal, the labor stops. Ravens maintain an advanced economic ledger, ruthlessly enforcing equity and immediately cutting off access to those who betray their trust. A single corvid is simultaneously calculating external dangers, conducting forensic investigations of community deaths, and policing internal economic fairness. Ancient, spooky omens reveal themselves as the gears of a primate-level society running complex social mathematics. A sidewalk flock represents an active civilization with laws, economies, and multi-generational memories. So always be polite, and remember to never wrong a corvid. Your face is already being audited by the flock.